So this is why I say you got to pay attention to every single last word. If she's not using words like I or you, and she using words like we or us and things of that nature, you got to pay attention to that, because that means she's already thinking about you and her being together. You feel me? And it might not be long term, or it might be long term. But whatever the case may be, regardless of whichever it is, she's thinking about y'all too. You feel me?
And I learned that to be fake, and they just want to eat off your plate. On my plate, I'm getting that chicken, and he just be in your face. So I'm keeping the grass cut low. Can't leave no room for snakes. Try to see these niggas win. They was hoping that I can't.
22 Mafia, what's the deal with y'all boys, man? It's your boy Mel. Back with another vid, man. And today I'm going to be breaking it down. Come on, gang. Lock in. But today I'm going to be breaking down how to know if she's interested in you. Now, disclaimer. If you did not see the last video where I talked about signs that she's more attracted to you than you think, you need to go watch that video. This is installment number 4 of Inside the Game, episode 4. Episode 3, y'all need to go watch that. And 2 and 1. You feel me? Go watch all the episodes. Binge watch the episodes. It's a lot of game in each episode. You feel me? But that last episode, y'all definitely need to watch that before y'all watch this episode, because this episode is going to teach y'all game on a whole new level, and you can't just start off with this unless you are a certain skill level of a player. You got to be at least an A-rank slayer. You can't be an E-rank slayer trying to get this advice right here. So the first example to know if a girl is interested in you is to actually pay attention to her exact wording, her exact language, and what she's saying. A lot of people don't understand this. Your soul speaks its truth at all times. All right? And I'm going to give y'all an example of regular conversation where this is happening, where it doesn't involve a girl, because you don't just have to use this to figure out if a girl likes you or not. You can use this to figure out if people lying to you, if people withholding information, or they're not saying everything that needs to be said. And you could start to read in between the lines using this skill, and all different type of things, bro. You will start to just pick up on a lot more than if you just didn't pay attention to every single word. So, to give you a regular example before I give y'all a dating example, my homie, we was on the phone and we was talking about being consistent with working out. And he said something along the lines of, yeah, bro, I've been in the crib. I ain't got no job. I'm not on the game. So, bro, I'll probably never stop working out. I must always be consistent with this shit. Or something along those lines, right? And to you, it sounds like somebody who's motivated and ready to work out. But if you peep what I just said about paying attention to every word, then you caught on to that probably, which means somewhere in his spirit, within his soul, there's doubt. Because if he was sure of himself and he was sure that he was never going to stop working out, even if he did stop working out, but at that point in time, if he was sure that he wasn't going to stop working out, he wouldn't have used the word probably. He would have said, I never stop working out, bro. I ain't got nothing else to do. I'm in the house. I ain't got no job, and I'm not playing the game, bro. So I never stop working out. I'm gonna stay working out. You feel me? It would have been more conviction, and there would have been no probably. But the fact he said probably, I knew eventually he was gonna stop working out, because he said probably. Because there was somewhere within his spirit, in the subconscious mind, that doubted what he was saying. And lo and behold, 2 weeks later, he stopped working out. But I already knew it was coming, because he said the word probably. So that's why I say you really got to pay attention to every single word a person is saying. Now, to put this into dating terms, when you're talking to a girl and y'all conversing, I'm going to give y'all an example. So, talking to some light-skinned, thick shit at work. What? 10 out of 10. Wouldn't try again. I ain't gonna lie. Wouldn't try again, but she was fine. She was fine. It was good practice. I appreciate the practice that I was able to gain off this situation. You feel me? Because I got a love for the game. You feel me? It ain't always about solidifying a crush. It's about the rush. You feel me? I love playing. I love the wordplay. I love taking it from her not knowing me to her geeking over me. You feel me? I got a love for the whole process, not even just crushing. You feel me? I love getting practicing. I love talking to the fine shit and making them blush, nigga. It give me a rush. But that's besides the point. Let me dial it back. All right? And let me get into this. Now, me and her, we conversating, right? And we was talking about me and my aspirations as far as content. And I was telling her how I wanted to move to ATL because it's a lot more things and opportunities going on as far as content creation in Atlanta. And she was telling me how she already been to Atlanta and how Atlanta traffic, it be backed up, and motherfuckers be crashing out, and this, that, and it's a lot of gay people. And we ain't got nothing against gay people, you feel me? Shout out to y'all, you feel me? I respect y'all. But she was telling me, she was basically giving me the rundown of what ATL is like, you feel me? And after she said it, I'm like, damn, I ain't even know all that. See, I don't even know if I want to live in Atlanta no more. And she was like, well, we could live on the outskirts of Atlanta and you could just go to Atlanta to work. Like I just told y'all, pay attention to the language. She didn't say you could move outside of Atlanta and just go there to work. She said we could live on the outskirts of Atlanta and you can go there to just work. She's using that we word, which lets me know, and I'm still talking, having normal conversation, and she don't even know I just peeped all this off of one word. She don't even know I just peeped all this. But her using this we word lets me know that she's already thinking about us two being together. And obviously being together for a long time, she's thinking about switching her whole state and being with me while I do my content. You feel me? So this let me know already she's thinking long term about me. You feel me? Without her even letting me know or saying a word or me asking her for confirmation if she likes me or not. Didn't have to do that. I already know because you wouldn't have used the word we if you wasn't thinking about you and me. You feel me? So this is why I say you got to pay attention to every single last word. If she's not using words like I or you, and she using words like we or us and things of that nature, you got to pay attention to that because that means she's already thinking about you and her being together. You feel me? And it might not be long term or it might be long term. But whatever the case may be, regardless of whichever it is, she's thinking about y'all too. You feel me? Being together. So that's why I say you got to pay attention to language. Number 2. This one is a little bit different and it's me understanding social dynamics and how conversations work. So this is actually the day I got fired from work. It's funny as shit. But so nigga, I try to go into work, I try to scan my badge, the shit not working. So I gotta go to the front desk and I gotta ask security like, yo, what's going on with my badge? And as they figuring out what's going on with my badge, it's a girl right next to me and she got something going on that she trying to figure out with security. And me and her start having a conversation. Nah, we talking about miscellaneous shit. What we was talking about wasn't really that important. It wasn't really much flirting going on. It was just casual conversation, you feel me? When somebody want to talk to me, I love conversating. I love conversation. I love talking. I love meeting new people. And I love learning new things. So I'll talk to you. I don't give a fuck. We can talk about anything. Whatever. I'm with it. So, you feel me? We chopping it up. Later on down the line, I figure out, yeah, I got fired. My badge not going to work. I'm not going to be able to get inside the building. So I'm about to dip. And everybody has their language or whatever not language. Everybody has their conversation ender that they just go to and that they say every time. So I give her that. I'm like, yeah, but I'm about to get out of here. I'll see you later. It was nice talking to you. And I turn to leave. And as I'm turning to leave, she starts the conversation back up. Now that y'all, this might seem like it's nothing. But to me, a trained slayer, and I don't want to hype myself up, but I gotta hype myself up. I'm fucking S rank, alright? I pick up on all the signs. It's not a sign that goes by that I don't pick up on, nigga. So immediately, I know she's interested. Because She verbally heard me about to leave. I ended the conversation. It was nice talking to you. I'm about to go. Verbally heard me. Physically seen me turning to leave. But she reeled me back into the conversation. Now, instantly, my mind is thinking, why did she just bring me back into this conversation if she just seen I was trying to end it and leave? Obviously, she wants something, because you're not bored, you're not just trying to continue the conversation. No, there's intention behind continuing this conversation. Now, obviously, she tried to continue this conversation and keep it going to build up the courage to ask me for my Instagram, which she ended up doing. But you feel me? She didn't do this yet. We didn't know all this yet. I just knew she was interested because she re-engaged and got me back into the conversation, because she didn't want me to leave yet, because she was building up the courage to ask for my Instagram, which she ended up doing. You feel me? So you really got to start asking yourself why a person chose you to ask this question, or why a person is re-engaging in this conversation. Or I wouldn't even say re-engaging in this conversation, because what I just went through and what I just explained, it might not happen to you, or it might happen to you. You feel me? But you got to start asking yourself, why is the person asking you this question? It's so many people around. It's so many people she could ask this question to, but she asked me. What is she trying to learn or get out? What information is she trying to get out of me by asking this question? And it's a third one. I can't remember what it was, but I learned this skill from Taekwondo. Shout out Ty, you feel me? The best dating coach in the game. If y'all don't know who that is, y'all niggas need to go watch him. You feel me? It's where I learned a lot of my game from, and I'm just combining it with experience now to get y'all the game. You feel me? From my teacher. But yeah, I don't remember the third one. If I do remember it, or I do end up watching the video and it resurfaces, I'll let y'all know what that third one is. But y'all got to start asking that question. Y'all got to start asking questions as to why a person is asking you this question specifically. Why did they choose you? And what was the intentions behind asking this question? And what information are they trying to gain? You feel me? Got to ask yourself these types of questions. And that's what will lead you to knowing if she's interested or not sometimes. You feel me? Because that's what helped me know that she was interested, based off of what she did and me understanding social dynamics and how a conversation works. When a person is ending a conversation, you end the conversation, all right, bye. But if you try to get this person to come back, there's intention behind you getting them to come back within this conversation. And the intention was to get the number. To get my Instagram. You feel me? But that's example number 2 to know if a girl is interested in you. Like I said, these are super advanced, and some of you niggas are not going to get it, or you might get it. If you do get it and you able to implement it and start to use it, more power to you, my nigga. You probably an A rank slayer or S rank. Maybe even a high tier B. You feel me? But this third example and the final example is from a clip, and I'm going to show y'all this clip. I did do a reaction on this video, but I didn't point these things out. Actually I did. But I'm going to reiterate them in this video, because this is also going to help y'all. And this is why y'all got to understand. What would I say? How would you understand this? People's comfortability levels. You got to start to understand people's comfortability levels and what people generally will let certain people do, and what a person, Ty worded this in a good ass way. So to understand this next one, what question y'all need to start asking yourselves to know if a girl is interested in you or if she's flirting with you is, would she do this for a random person, or her brother, or a friend, or would she say this to a friend or a random person, or do this for a random person? Like, you got to start asking yourself this question, right? And let me show you what I mean by this. So this is a Mar video, you feel me? And he had this girl come over to the crib, and this ended up happening. Just pay attention.
What the fuck?
Ooh, I hope you would do it for me too. Remember, I asked you if you would tell me.
I got you. My boogers?
Pete.
I do. You getting my boogers?
Now you may be like, oh, this is her being nice, this is her being courteous. True, but at the same time, nigga, obviously it's a level of comfortability and interest here for her to do this for a random nigga that she don't really, well, she knows because they went on a date and they got to know each other. But yeah, man, she's not doing this for her fucking Uber driver or a random nigga on the street. She's not even going to tell the nigga he has a booger in his nose. She's going to keep walking, or she's just not going to give a fuck. Or she might tell him, but she's damn sure not going to grab the shit out of his nose. You feel me? She's not doing it. Now her brother, she'll do that for her brother. You feel me? Or a friend, she'll do that for a friend. But a random nigga, she's not doing it for a random nigga, gang. She's not doing it. She's not doing it. So obviously this lets you know, like, it's a bit of interest there. Like, I only had this what just happened to this nigga happened to me twice. This is rare. You feel me? This is good signage. I ain't gonna lie. This will make me want a wife a bit. You feel me? Cause it's like, damn, you making sure a nigga look presentable at all times, baby? You in love with a nigga? You love me already? Like, that's how you treating me? You already being nurturing, showing that feminine side. Like, this is good signage right here. You feel me? But let's continue because it's another sign in here.
She a real
Actually,
one.
two more signs.
Ooh, I hope you would do it for me too. Remember, I asked you if you would tell me.
I got you.
I'm sure.
She made us. What's that?
I don't like a lot of ice.
Let me see that cup.
No.
Sign number 2. Laughing and the touching the shoulder. She's always going to find some type of way to touch you. She's always going to find some type of way to touch you when she likes you. This is not on accident. Girls do things with their body on purpose. With purpose. Alright? You will never see a girl laughing and tapping a nigga on the shoulder on accident. That shit doesn't happen on accident, gang. That's with intention. And she's touching you to break that touch barrier. So it could kind of like, if you pick up on it, you pick up on it, and now y'all comfortable enough to start touching each other, which can lead down to different lanes. But it's a story for another day. But that's her way of breaking that touch barrier. You feel me?
Let me see.
And it shows
No,
interest.
you
and
just have a lot of ice and juice. I'm telling you.
Now the
it's
last
supposed to be
sign,
like
pay
this.
I thought you
attention.
were trying to finish.
So I don't like it. Okay, I like
So
it. Cheers to
New friendship.
blessings.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad. Is yours?
I might gotta fuck with the Tito.
Oh, you do? With the juice?
That shit good.
Taste mine though. Mine's kind of strong.
Let me see.
I feel like your juice might be on yours.
A girl is not going to let a random nigga, probably not even a brother, depending on how close they are. Now a friend, yeah, but this don't show that she want to get hit or that she's trying to get crushed. But this shows that she has a level of trust and comfortability within Mar to let him drink out of her cup, which also could be taken as she's interested in him. You feel me? Because she's not just going to let some, like I said, no random nigga just drink out of her cup that she just met. You feel me? Or that she don't feel like she knows or have some type of connection with. So obviously she feels connected to him and can trust him and is comfortable around him to let him drink out of her cup, which shows that that meter of interest is at least above 50%. It's probably at like a 65. You feel me? So you gotta peep things like this. Don't let stuff like this go over your head. Or in another video that I was watching the other day of Life with Mooch. Let me see if I can find the vid. But no, I'm not gonna be able to find it. I'm not even in my playlist. But in the vid, he was on a date with a girl, and I think this was a second date. And she let this nigga eat off of her food, like bite into her chicken, and she ate off of the same piece of chicken that he did. She didn't say he could have it. No, they ate off the same food. This shows a comfortability and a level of trust within that other person. She's not going to let some random nigga eat off her food. She's not going to let some random nigga sip out of her cup. There's trust and comfortability there and a level of interest for her to allow you to do that. You feel me? So you got to pay attention to small little things like that. Just pay attention. Don't just let it go over your head and be focused on, because in this, she wanted him to taste her drink to see if it tasted as good as his. That's probably what he focused on. He probably not even like thinking that she just let this nigga drink out of her cup and she that comfortable and trust him enough to let him do that. He's not even thinking about that. But I am. And at the same time, I'm tasting this drink to let her know if it's nasty or not. You feel me? Now, this is not something that's going to be easy at first for you to do and to pick up on with all these different signs and things I just talked about. It's not going to be easy. That's why I said go watch the other video first. Go outside, practice these shots and practice your shots and get experience catching on to those other signs, which are easier to pick up on, and the signs that she's more attracted than you think video, then picking these signs up and starting to use these without understanding the basics. Because what I'm teaching y'all in this video, this shit ain't basic, gang. You're not getting this game from anywhere else. No other niggas is going to be teaching you what I just taught you in this video. You feel me? And that's why you need to subscribe and like the video, because nobody else is teaching you this type of shit, nigga. Subscribe, nigga. Join the mafia. But yeah, man, that was all I wanted to express and talk about in this video of knowing and gauging a girl interest level. This is going to be indicators and very subtle ones that she won't even know that you picked up on. But if you are listening and if you are self-aware and aware of others and how they react and social dynamics and social cues, then you will be able to pick up on these signs as well. You feel me? But hopefully y'all boys enjoy. I know you learned something, so that's why I need you to like the vid and subscribe to the channel. And I'm out, man. Peace.